All right, what is going on, guys? We are back, and it is time. Stage number 5 is working its way on getting wrapped up, and well, somebody made a boo-boo. Anyway, what are we talking about here? Well, we're going to be covering our top 10 finishers right now for the motos and for the cars. The SSV cars are still finishing up, but we'll give you guys an update on that as well as they come through. I was watching them. The first cars had already started to finish, so we'll check the updates right now, and hopefully we've got a few more of them. We'll at least be able to get you your top 3. So before we jump into that, let's check the graphic. What are these guys running today? What was stage number 5 all about, in case you guys missed the stage briefing or the stage preview? Total 492 kilometers these guys were going to run. 428 of those were going to be race and counting towards the clock. 53% of that was going to be dirt track, 43% of that was going to be sand, and only 4% of that is gravel. So very fast stage is what it's looking like. The times more or less reflect that as well, but very, very interesting stage. You guys can see the map up on the screen there, but that's not what we're here for. We are here for the results, so let's take a quick look at that. Going to be following along on the Dakar website or the Dakar app if you were on there. Works on iPads, works on your desktop computers as well. Again, to get to that Dakar Rally, scroll to the bottom of the webpage, let it load, scroll again, and then there's going to be a live button all the way at the bottom on the left-hand side there. Click on that, and you'll be able to get into this. You can do the tracking, you can do the results, you can do a lot of different things. The Dakar's got this pretty well dialed. All right. Graphic on the screen, today's provisional stage winner, and remember, these are provisional results. They are going to be pending any kind of additional penalties, any kind of protests, things like that, any kind of time given back. The Roadbook, the electronic Roadbook thing, I knew it. It's starting to turn into a bigger and bigger conversation, and that's not going to be pretty. So hopefully the ASO is working on a backup plan because they may need it soon. Anyway, all right, your stage winner today, provisional winner, Luciano Benevides, 4 hours, 53 minutes flat. Followed by none other than Adrian Van Beveren. He's going to be on the Monster Energy Honda, finishing up 4:53.47. He's going to be 47 seconds back. And then on the Hero, Nacho Cornejo, finishing up 4:54 and 31 seconds, 1:31 back. So very well done there. Teammate Ross Branch from Botswana, the Kalahari Ferrari, otherwise known as, on the Hero Motorsports Team Rally Bike, 4:56.20 for him and 3:20 back. Then is Ricky Brabeck in the number 5 spot, Monster Energy Honda, 4:56.30 and 3:30 back. Skylar Howes in the number 6 spot, Monster Energy Honda, 4:57.40, going to be finishing 4:40 back. So about a minute and 10 seconds off of Ricky Brabeck's pace. Really quick in that, I really am liking what I'm seeing here. Both Ricky Brabeck, a former winner of the Dakar Rally, and Skylar Howes, no stranger to the podium on the Dakar side of things. A couple of stages there, plus top 3 for 2023 when he was with Husqvarna. So very, very interesting placement here. I'm liking how this is looking. We'll see how this affects after the rest day, but I don't know. I think we got a little bit of that shake and bake action going on. What do you guys think? Anyway, all right, so that is Skylar Howes running in number 6 on the Monster Energy Honda. Again, 4:40 back from the leader on this particular stage, stage number 5. Tasha Sharena in the number 7 spot, Monster Energy Honda, 4:58.18, and he is 5:18 back. He also picked up about 59 seconds of bonus time, along with Adrian Van Beveren, who picked up a minute 25 of bonus time, but then had a 2-minute penalty. So that kind of nullified that. I mean, the bonus time made it not sting so bad. Let's take a look. Keep going on down here. That was Tasha. We got Edgar Canet in the Rally 2 class, Red Bull KTM Factory Racing Team, 5 hours, 17 seconds, finishing 7 minutes and 17 seconds back. Stevan Svitko on the Slonov Rally Team in the number 9 spot, 5:2.57. So 5 hours, 2 minutes and 57 seconds, finishing 9:57 back. So very well done there. And rounding out the top 10, DeCherty in that number 10 spot, BAS World KTM Racing Team, 5 hours, 3 minutes, and 20 seconds for him. He's going to be finishing 10:20 back on stage number 5. Notables on this one, Pablo Quintanilla finishing 11th, Daniel Sanders all the way down to 12th, and man, did this one hurt. That was the boo-boo I was referring to earlier at the top of the show. Picking up somewhere along the way, picked up 5 minutes bonus time, 5:42 bonus time, and then gave away 8 minutes on a penalty. Not good. So finishing 11:42 back. So minus those 8 minutes, that would have been he would have been sitting much better. It would have been what? That's 2 and 3, about 3 minutes. Where would that have put him back? He would have been 3 minutes back. That would have been a solid 4th or 5th finish for him on the stage. So that is your top 10 at the moment. Again, we were going down. Let's see. We've got Daniel Sanders in 12th, Luciano Santolino 13th, Jacob Argybright aboard the RS Moto Honda Rally team bike, 5 hours, 9 minutes, and 39 seconds. So not bad, finishing 16th. And then let's see here. We've got Bradley Cox in 16th, Dematier 17th, Lucian 20th, Niels Therick on the Cove, finishing up 21st. And then let's see, just take a look here. I know we saw it earlier. Mason Klein finishing up in 5 hours, 43 minutes, finishing about 50 minutes back from the leader. So a lot going on there. Kevin Benavides finishing up third. So a tough day for some of these guys in the field, people that we would normally see up a little closer to the top. But again, this has been a challenging Dakar. And of course, it has been a super challenging Dakar for Mason. It's been difficult for him to get a clean run on things, but hopefully this the second half of the rally will change around a little bit. And just like anything, you got to remember in the sport of rally, you know, you're one bad note away from basically ruining your day. Or some of these guys have been finding is that you're just one penalty away from ruining your day and moving you down the rankings. But that is top 10 right now for stage number 5. Taking a quick look at the overall graphic is on the screen if you guys are checking this out on YouTube or on Spotify podcasts. Video podcast, I should say. You are looking at Daniel Sanders still through this stage. Again, provisional, right? They haven't made this official. These are the provisional overall results after stage 5. Daniel Sanders would still be leading the rally, picking up a total of 16 minutes in bonus time, but then handing 8 minutes of those back on this last stage. So very, very tough on that. 30 hours, 20 minutes, and 15 seconds is total time so far. Tasha Serena in the number 2 spot on the Monster Energy Honda, finishing 30:27, or currently at 30:27 and 17 seconds with a 7-minute gap. So pretty much cutting that in half because of that 8-minute penalty on Sanders' part. So very well done there. 13:05 for him. I know he's been doing some rally stuff, and I know he does other disciplines, but I don't think he started in rally. So to see Tasha where he is at right now is very good. You know, top 3 at the Dakar, very nice. I believe last year was his first showing, or he was on the circuit last year. I'd have to go back and see if he was in the Dakar last year or not. You think I would know this already. Anyway, all right. The Kalahari Ferrari, Ross Branch, also in the top 3 right now. No stranger to the podium at the Dakar. He has been doing very well on the Hero Motorsports team last year. Very well done there. Numero uno, so winner last year. And we've got Ross Branch from Botswana. He is 30 hours, 38 minutes, and 3 seconds right now on the clock so far. And he is going to be 17 minutes back from the lead, the overall lead, that is, on that, or through stage 5 at the 2025 Dakar. Let's take a look here. We'll just jump on down. Still in the overall classifications. I want to go back to the first page. All right, so then after that, it is the Honda party. We've got in the 4th spot, Adrian Van Beveren, Monster Energy Honda. He is going to be 18 minutes back. And then Skylar House in the number 5 spot, 19 minutes back. Ricky Brabeck in the number 6 spot, 21 minutes back. Luciano Benevides in the number 7 spot. He's going to be 24 minutes back. Pablo Quintanilla in that number 8 spot, going to be 32 minutes back. Nacho Cornejo in the number 9 spot. He is going to be 43 minutes back. And then rounding out the top 10, the newcomer, Edgar Canet on the Red Bull Factory team, going to be 1 hour, 1 minute, and 44 seconds back. So very well done there. It is still tight. I mean, a 20-minute gap may seem like forever, and many of the Dakar rallies in recent history have gone down to the last stage and seconds. So starting the last stage just seconds apart has been a thing for the last few editions of it. Nobody has really gotten away scot-free right up to the last stage. It was always some kind of work. So I don't think that these numbers are detrimental yet. We're going to have to get onto that second half of the rally after the rest day. I think that's where some of these teams, we're going to see some of these guys start to push a little bit more. Right now, playing conservative, make sure they get to that rest day and then continue on from there. So that is your Moto top 10 for stage number 5. Again, provisional, and then also your overall provisional results through stage 5. Let's take a look at the cars and see how they are doing. We should have a few more of these guys done now on the stage finish. Graphic is up on the screen for you guys. Seth Quintero picking up a stage win in the Toyota Gazoo Racing. 4 hours, 32 minutes, and 53 seconds for him. Then Nasser Al-Attiyah in the number 2 spot. 4 hours, 32 minutes, and 54 seconds. So a 1 second gap for them on this stage finish. Very well done to Seth Quintero, picking up that stage win in the T1 Plus. And then, of course, one of the greatest drivers at the Dakar, one of the most well-known names around the bivouac, Nasser Al-Attiyah finishing up second. Ekstrom finishing up out of Sweden in the Ford M Sport, finishing up 8 seconds back at 4 hours, 33 minutes, and 1 second. So very, very, very tight racing. Top 3 through stage 5 for the vehicles, or that is for the ultimate class. Then from there, let's take a look at the top 10. We've got Ladigan in the number 4 spot. He is Toyota Gazoo Racing, finishing up 4:33 and 47 seconds back. Going to be 54 seconds split there. Then we've got Al Raji in the Overdrive Racing Ultimate car, number 5, 4:37.10, finishing 4:10 back, or 4:17 back. And then Variawa in the number 6 spot, Toyota Gazoo Racing, going to be 5 minutes back with a time of 4:37.53. Then Moraes in the number 7 spot, Toyota Gazoo Racing, 4:42 and 17 seconds back, going to finish 9:24 back. Mitch Guthrie and Kellen Walsh in the number 8 spot, inside that Ford M Sport Ultimate vehicle, 4 hours, 42 minutes, and 22 seconds, finishing 9:29 back. And then it is Serradori in the number 9 spot, Century Racing Factory Team, 4 hours, 49 minutes, 21 seconds, finishing 16:28 back. Then rounding out the top 10, Prokop from Czechoslovakia or Czech Republic. We're in the number 10 spot, Orlin Jipokar Team. He is 4 hours, 50 minutes, 10 seconds, finishing 17:17 back. So very well done there. That is your top 10. We're going to take a quick look as we run on down, see where other people are at. We've got in the top 20, we've got one of the SSV cars. That is Lopez Contardo. He is going to be 29 minutes off the pace of the fast guy in this class, or in the vehicle class. So overall, let's take a look how this changes things. And not a lot. Ladigan is going to be still leading the rally. He is at 28 hours, 10 minutes, and 11 seconds. Again, this is the overall provisional results through stage 5. That is Ladigan in the number 1 spot, Toyota Gazoo Racing, 28, 10, and 11. Then you got Al Raji in the number 2 spot, Overdrive Racing, 28 hours, 20 minutes, and 28 seconds. He's going to be 10 minutes and 17 seconds back. And then Marcus Ekstrom in the number 3 spot out of Sweden in the Ford M Sport, 28 hours, 31 minutes, 5 seconds. He is 20 and 54 seconds back. Nasser Al-Attiyah in the number 4 spot, going to be 35 minutes back. And then it is Moraes in the number 5 spot. He's going to be 41 minutes and 55 seconds back. Mitch Guthrie and Kellen Walsh in the number 6 spot, going to be 42 minutes and 44 seconds back. Serradori in the number 7 spot is going to be 45 minutes and 59 seconds back. Then you've got Jacoponi in the number 8 spot. He is going to be 1 hour, 3 minutes, 17 seconds back, followed by Seth Quintero, today's provisional stage winner. Going to be in the number 9 spot in that Toyota Gazoo Racing entry, 29 hours, 40 minutes, 21 seconds. He is going to be 1 hour and 30 back. Then Chicheret in the number 10 to round it out. X-Raid Mini JCW Team, 29, 48, 56 for him. He is going to be 1 hour and 38 minutes back for Chicheret in that number 10 spot. So taking a look on down the list, let's see who else we spot here in the top 20. We have got Brock Hager and Max Eddy in the 21st spot. Right now, he's sitting 3 hours, 38 minutes out of the overall for the vehicles. 31 hours, 48 minutes, and 54 seconds for him. So let's jump on over. That was your provisional overall results so far through stage 5. We'll take a look right now. I want to see if we've got any more of the SSV cars coming in. Sarah Price picking up a stage win yesterday, so looking to see where we're at right now in the latest rankings. For the stage, we've got a couple of finishers now Right now, it's Lopez Contardo, fastest time through stage 5 with 5 hours, 2 minutes, and 26 seconds. And then you're going to have Brock Hager and Max Eddy in the number 2 spot. Going to be 5 hours, 23 minutes, and 14 seconds. So those are your 2 finishers at the moment. Xavier Desaultré last time was showing he was 3rd, but might be picking up a little bit of time. Once these guys finish, then we'll know and it'll update. So right now on the bubble is Brock Hager and Max Eddy. It looks like they're going to be the ones possibly booted down because Xavier Desaultré's time is looking pretty good through the last checkpoint at kilometer 377. So we'll take a look. I want to go back to 344 and just kind of see how it looks. And at that point, through kilometer 344, so the previous checkpoint for them, they were looking, it was Sarah Price and Berryman in that number 2 spot. So we'll see as these guys start to finish. Look for an update tonight on the stage preview. We'll talk a little bit more about the SSV cars and additional vehicles. So rest day, we might as well announce our rest day plan. So on rest day, we'll take a roll call on this video. If you guys are watching this video, I want to do a recap for some of these racers. It's a little hard to get to everybody with a limited amount of time. So I would like to do some recap stuff. One video pretty much for the racers that we're looking for and just get some more information out there for you guys. So who's your guys' favorite? Who's the guy that we should be keeping an eye on? We've got Willem Avenant from Willem Avenant Racing and a host of people backing him. Willem, if you guys are not familiar with him, we've been doing a series with him called Decoding Dakar, where he talks about his journey to get into the Dakar Rally. It has been a lifelong journey for him to get to the point where he is at. Met all the players, talked with everybody. He is a huge supporter of the rally industry abroad and here in the U.S., working with Baja Rally as the race director, working alongside with Jim Pearson and Dave Pearson, the Pearson brothers, I should say, and just everybody. Willem is an absolute staple in the rally community, including his project with the Rally Tab. So very, very well done. He has made it there. He is completing stages. It have been long days for him, but I've seen the updates from him. And, well, when you see the videos, it looks like he's still a kid in the candy store, even though he's had some really long days. So very interested to see how the rest of the rally shapes up for him. We're going to be keeping track of him. We'll keep up and get a video up soon, talking a little bit about his journey so far. And then we'll kind of do a profile on some of the other racers. So, again, drop a name down in the comments. Let's see. Let's keep them tracking. We only got so much time, but again, it is going to be the rest day, so we won't have a whole lot to do. But the riders will, as I'm sure they'll be recharging. Bikes will be being torn down completely and inspected. So that's all we've got today. That is a wrap for today's show. So don't forget, like, share, subscribe, do all of that fun stuff. Drop the comments below. Let's take attendance. Who do we need to do a recap video on, or who would we like to see a recap video on? And then we will move on from there. So remember, it'll make sense when you get there. Enjoy the ride.